Hill figure, nigga. This is the Star Report. Friday night, I am Boss Hog, PKA Star, PKA Fucknut. I almost didn't make it here tonight. I was sleeping, getting that old nigga nap in. FBJ woke me up. Salute Florida boy Jay. Tapping in. Oh, I had a long day, long productive day. I'm going to discuss some of it with you, just some of it with you. But Troll Babies was cracking, was popping. How you feel? Let's get you guys early. Audio okay? Spelling, we good? You know? Shit. I'm waiting on a package. Pharmasus 300. But I have been in the gym this week, so I'm a little bit exhausted, all right? Okay. DaBaby. I don't get big numbers when I put DaBaby in my titles, but, you know, he let off a round, shot somebody in the leg, allegedly. Somebody came on his property in North Carolina. Huh? DaBaby. Didn't he kill somebody, Troll Babies, in a Walmart a couple of years ago? Yes? No, I forget. I'll Google it as we go, but DaBaby about that action, huh? Pow! I may want to discuss that tonight as we go, you know? Not that it's cool, and I would not glorify this, but have you squeezed a trigger? Have you been put in a situation where you had to, you know, let off a couple of rounds, hit somebody in the arm, the leg, the chest, boom? Did it change you? Or did you talk that rah-rah shit and somebody took the gun from you? Took the gun from you and then hit you in the head with it. Bang! What you gonna do with this? Oh, I've seen that. Oh, God, I've seen that. That has got to be one of the most embarrassing things. A guy that I was very, very cool with. We went to high school together. I'm not gonna say his name. A guy took his gun in the cafeteria, hit him in the head with it. I just looked at it and said, damn. Anyway, so that's my main topic. DaBaby, according to multiple reports, TMZ.com, shot an intruder, someone who was trespassing on his property, okay? We'll get to that later. Okay, and, the story I really want to talk about tonight is zombie scrolling bad for your health? Zombie scrolling, that's a term I became familiar with back in 2016. My source for that particular topic is Newport Institute. I say again, Newport Institute. Let me just throw a couple of things at you here. Zombie scrolling syndrome is a term coined by the McAfee security company in 2016 to describe the effects of cell phone addiction, okay? According to one estimate, in a single day, the average person scrolls through 300 feet of content, the height of the Statue of Liberty. What keeps us glued to our phones, both psychological and neurobiological factors are at play. Are we witnessing a new type of human by way of the younger generation that come up? They scroll. Maybe it's normal to them, but to older people, I've even seen reports where the zombie scrolling, as they call it, or doom, that's another term, doom scrolling, hold on. Doom scrolling can cause depression. Doom scrolling can reinforce negative thoughts and a negative mindset, something that can greatly impact your mental health. Now, you've heard me say, I've never been depressed. I don't know that world, respectfully. I know there are many people who suffer from it, many people who are on medication. I feel for you, but I've never been depressed. But I can say that, scrolling through my phone, whether it be Instagram or, more so Instagram or the news feeds, I get a headache. I'm like, what the fuck? and it's somewhat of an addiction. And there's a certain type of humor or some things I just don't find to be entertaining, and I'll click off, a little stupid, quirky stuff. It just doesn't do anything for me. But I have been consumed with doom scrolling and zombie scrolling. Troll babies, do you know these terms? You probably know them better than I do. Zombie scrolling, doom scrolling. Yeah? Okay, we'll talk about that this evening. Oh! Here's what we have to put on the floor early. As you know, folks, or you may or may not know, I don't have female friends. I have two and a half female friends. A girl named Joanne, White Trash Helene, and I are still very good friends. I'm sorry, you know what? 3.5, pardon me. Dana and I are friends. And Ronnie and I stay in touch. But Ronnie, has a boyfriend, so there are parameters. So Dana, Joanne, what did I say? Helene and Ronnie. That's it. Every other female is an associate, an acquaintance. But last night's broadcast, which we had to do some edits because there was some issues with the rendering, which should be back up tomorrow. I swear to you, 3 females from my past emailed me because of my new girlfriend, who I'm going to bring her out again shortly. I picked up a wig for her today. Sit tight. And females from the past reaching out to me, inquiring, somewhat sort of trying to rekindle something or asking, what am I going to name the mannequin? It's none of your fucking business. I'm talking to her because I don't want to talk to you. Can I get an amen? If anybody understands where I'm going. I'm a trendsetter. Yes, my new girlfriend is a mannequin. Laugh if you must. If a Caucasian were doing this, you would say, oh, he's deep, he's intelligent, yeah. It's not because I can't communicate with a human being. No, I can. I'm just getting prepared for the future. If I can go down a certain path, if I can be frozen by way of cryogenics, which is what I've been talking about for decades. Cryogenics, yes, no, troll babies? I'm trying to get accustomed to a synthetic life form. You know what, goddamn it, let me bring her out now. I swapped the other one in. I swapped her in because I didn't like her features with the wig. You ready? Hold on a second. There she is. You know what her name is? Troll babies, can you guess her name? Let me see if you can guess her name. Life is so good. Nobody knows her name? Come on, you've got to know her name. You know her name. No, she's black. She's black. She's just light skinned. Nobody has guessed her name. No, I might as well tell you. Her name is Bitch. Bitch. We'll get to her later, okay? All right, sit tight. I'm getting set up here. My system, phone system should be good. Okay, I'm only sipping on a little bit of Absolute tonight with some white grapefruit juice, and I got some dry salami, okay? All right. Is zombie scrolling bad for your health? Mental health, physical health? We all do it. Don't act like you don't. Pick up the goddamn phone or the mental magnet, as I've called it for years. Just you can't get away from it. And you scroll and you scroll and you scroll. I stopped following any female on my phone that's not some type of journalist or news correspondent or something to do with business. No disrespect. I don't want to hear a bitch's thoughts every day. I don't want to see some vanity-driven bitch, smiling in the camera, sitting in her fucking cubicle or at her desk, or I don't want to know what the fuck she's eating. I don't want to see your plate of food. I don't want to follow bozos, and I don't, guys, on Instagram. So literally, everybody that I follow on Instagram is pretty much some type of news source or platform. But I am guilty of scrolling, so I put myself out there early, okay? All right, phone lines are open. If you appreciate the show, hit the like button. I keep forgetting to say that. And I'm going to be talking about the Spotify page tonight because Deeds is on her Grizzly. Deeds, I appreciate you. Hold on a second, guys. Let me write this down before I forget. Spotify page. Yeah, I was thinking about calling my new girlfriend Lennox. I've always liked that name since the 80s. Lennox, and then I was going to call her Kima. Then I said, no, her name is Bitch. That's her fucking name. Who sent a donation early? Craig, salute. Okay. Oh, that was cute, Craig. No, her name is Bitch, homie, but thank you, okay? All right, and we'll get some of my sponsors a little bit later. Let's talk about DaBaby, huh? Let off some shots. Pow! Fuck you doing here, homie? You on the wrong property. Area code 919. Good evening. Talking about a few topics.
Star, what the deal is?
Yes, sir. How are
what
you?
What up, Star?
DaBaby, huh?
On,
Didn't he catch a body in Walmart a couple years ago? Come on.
Yeah, man. Charlotte's home. This is Zach calling out of the 919, Bull City, Durham, home of the legend, William Terrain. Salute.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, so
man.
I don't have the full story here. I'm just pulling it up right now. So a trespasser, did the person get inside his house, or did DaBaby come outside and buck him in the driveway?
You know what, Star? I really don't know too many details neither, but you know how them Southern boys give it up, man. We got the straps on us. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Everybody carrying down here. It's a lot of land spread out. Mm-hmm. We ready to get busy. And DaBaby done showed you many a times that he ready to set it off in the bowling alley, the mall. And he don't take no L's neither.
Yeah.
So there you go. Why keep testing that cat? He ain't playing.
Yeah. A couple of years ago, he was in the Atlanta metro area, and some niggas tried to press him at the video shoot, and he said, nah. He said, what did he say? What did he say? I don't check in. I don't check in. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
Nigga.
Yeah,
what?
man. So like I said, man, I ain't seen DaBaby take no L's. So
okay.
It is what it is. You want to try him out? Try him out. A lot of these rappers, they talk that shit and then tuck they tail. I don't think he's one of those.
Yeah. Have you yourself, sir, ever hit somebody with a hot one? Pow.
Nah, I haven't.
Okay.
I didn't carry too many guns growing up, but the cats around me did.
Well, that's a good thing, sir. I'm not trying to encourage that type of behavior. If you never had to do that, salute to you. But now I have to ask, did anybody get slapped within your presence and you froze? Some niggas freeze up,
Nah, like I say, around here, being in Durham, as rowdy as it is, if you touch somebody, they're going to touch you back, man.
Right.
Sometimes it's with the hand, sometimes it's with hot lead.
Anybody ever hit your bitch on the ass and she came and told you and you said, baby, let that go?
Nah, but you know what, I probably would, because ain't no bitch about to get me in no shit.
Right.
It ain't that important to me, because some cats is, like I say, they'll lay you down for the smallest thing. And
Gotcha.
Nah, I ain't about to get killed over no
over a bitch. Yeah.
No cootie cat. Hell no.
Yeah. Hey man, thank you for tapping. Good to talk to you, man.
Okay.
Thank you.
Nah, can I ask you something, Star?
Well, your phone's kind of crazy sounding, man. But I thank you for calling. Thank you. Yeah. I hung in there as long as I could, man. Send me an email. Hang on a second. Who sent the donation here? Jason at work, can't wait to watch when I get home. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. Okay, what else I'm going to mention here before I forget? I had a good day, productive day. Oh. Folks, I do not promote tension, beef, and or drama between content creators, but I have to say this. If you are on YouTube clowning people, claiming you yourself are a heavyweight in the entertainment industry, and when you are making your DoorDash deliveries or your Uber Eats, please do not wipe your nose with your hands, cough in your hands, and then touch someone's food, and then tell the audience, hold on, y'all. I'm not saying no names. Troll babies, do you know what I'm talking about? We have the videotape. Don't send me a $20 donation because I will be forced to send you the link. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yo, Star, chill. Yo, chill, Star. Yo, chill.
Oh, we with the bullshit tonight. We with the bullshit tonight. DoorDash and Uber Eats, those are commendable, great opportunities for younger people. Salute. I could never clown anybody. You're your own boss, But if you're, you're older nigga in your 50s, always clowning niggas, and then you yourself are, delivering Chinese food, pork fried rice and wings. We don't want to see you wiping your nose with your hands.
You start chill.
On with the bullshit tonight. Good evening, 804. We're talking about zombie scrolling and DaBaby. Are you up to speed? 804.
Yeah, I'm up to speed. Nigga, I'm up to speed. My nigga today.
Yes, sir, you're on a speakerphone, a headset. It sounds crazy. I'm going to wait for you. I'm going to wait for you. Please don't push my button tonight. I'm in a good place. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you ready,
right.
sir? You ready? You ready?
I'm here.
There you go.
Yeah, we ready. We here.
Good
hey,
evening. Good evening, man. Yes,
this Richmond, Virginia calling me to check in.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey,
how you feel?
DaBaby. His second victim. Well, fourth victim.
Yeah.
Fourth or fifth victim.
He pops off. He's with the shits.
That nigga he will kill you.
Now hang
that
on.
nigga will kill you.
Listen, sir, did
Hey, listen, let me tell you.
did he catch a body in Walmart? I need the details. Because I'll Google it myself.
Killed the nigga in Walmart.
Give me the year. Do you know the year? DaBaby.
Was it when he came on like 18? So maybe it was like
I don't
maybe
know.
it was 18.
Why don't
18,
you know?
like that?
Why don't you know?
Man, I don't know. I don't really follow DaBaby like that. I just see him be doing a lot of wild shit. You know what I mean? I don't really listen to his music like that. I just see him,
Okay, DaBaby, case dismissed. I'm looking here at 2019. Okay, so what did you want to talk about otherwise? So go ahead.
Yeah.
You have the floor. Go ahead.
Oh, no. I just want to say, man, I don't blame him, though, because I'm a concealed carrier. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Virginia.
Okay.
Concealed carrier. You know what I mean? You know what time it is.
Are you there, sir? Your phone went in and out. Okay. I'm looking at DaBaby. Oh, okay. Parents of a 19-year-old killed in Walmart shooting devastated. DaBaby.
Yeah.
Pow, pow,
Lay him
pow.
down, son. Pow, 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 pow. What kind of gun was it? Did it say what kind of gun it was?
So we're not talking about firearms, here on YouTube like that. But now, have you yourself ever caught a body, or have you ever had to let off? Keep it real.
No. My dad almost caught a body. Somebody tried to break his house, and he.
I asked about you, sir, not your father. I asked about you.
No, I ain't caught nobody.
That's a good thing, sir. You've never been put in that situation, you know. Have you ever had a gun
At least not yet.
a gun taken from you?
No, never.
Okay, well,
Never.
it's not that it can't happen. I've seen it happen.
No.
I've seen it happen.
No.
Okay.
I've seen people get their guns taken out their pockets. They got them long clips sticking out, and they go in your pocket and take it.
Yeah. Okay. Would you care to chime in on my showrunner topic? Is zombie scrolling bad for your health? Zombie scrolling. We all do it.
I don't know. I guess it is. I don't know.
Okay. Thank you for calling, sir. Some type of delayed reaction with him, you know? Folks, Rihanna and A$AP Rocky did not break up. Oh, my God. I thought he fumbled the bag. I was about to say no. Please tell me that Harlem nigga didn't blow it. I have more notes here. Hold on a second. Zombie scrolling. There are reports that say scrolling mindlessly or letting yourself being spun up or negativity can affect your mental state. I believe this. I'm not trying to make you believe this. Maybe you have better insight than I do. Maybe this is just hype, huh? Maybe it's just hype. The long-term effects of screen time for toddlers. Ooh, okay, that's something different. How much screen time is too much? New research shows just how bad screens can be for kids' brains. Okay, and there's different research. In 2016, a study from the National Institute of Mental Health found increased social media use can lead to depression. Okay, that's what I mentioned earlier. Psychologist Susan Albers said that doom scrolling, defined as the act of continuously scrolling through social media or surfing the web and taking in a constant torrent of bad news. What are we looking for, troll babies, when we constantly scroll? Hey, Aretha, thank you for your donation, beautiful. She says, hey, Star, I'm tired of these damn celebrities, and I have missed you. Glad to catch you live again. Well, thank you, darling. Thank you for your support. Nice to see your support and your pretty picture. Thank you, darling. Again, is this, or are we witnessing a newer type of human being? My eyes aren't that bad. I know I joke around and say, I do wear contacts, but my prescription is only negative 250. It's not that bad. It's really not. So it's a combination of me being maybe annoyed when I see things that are just like stupid. I don't find all sorts of humor to be funny. And then I just see too much of something. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I throw the phone on the floor in the bedroom. I can literally not look at my phone for 3 hours. I can get a text message while I'm reading a book, and I won't even fucking budge to go look at the text message. Somebody can ring, and I'm reading a book. I'm still very traditional when it comes to reading books. I know you guys, reading books, why not just get a Kindle? No. I don't want to scroll through my phone for a fucking Kindle book. I like, books. Hold on a second. Area code 704. Good evening, 704. Talking about a few things tonight. Zombie scrolling and DaBaby. 704. Yes, no, maybe. 704. I got to keep it pushing. I tried to hang in there for you.
Hello.
Hi, good evening. Good evening, 704.
Good evening. How you doing?
I'm good. What's cracking, baby? How are you?
Nothing much. I'm sitting up here checking the show out. I don't see why you bigging up the baby like he is this big bad. Like, no, He shot the dude at Walmart. He shot him in the back. It wasn't like he shot him, you know what I'm saying? They was face to face, something like that. And then when he just got into the squabble with what's the name, Danny Lay, brother, whatever. Honey, he really he wasn't connecting. It was his security.
Okay.
And just like the dude at South Park at the mall, you know what I'm saying, when they got into it. It's always his security. You don't hear about him, you know what I mean, really doing it besides slapping women or something like that. He ain't like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm calling from the...
So don't give him no props is what you're saying. Don't even amp up this set. He ain't all that.
Yeah, for real.
Can I ask, how old are you? How old are you?
I just turned 41 this year.
Okay. I can't say that I even know DaBaby's music like that. I'm sure I've heard some of his tracks, but I don't own any of his downloads, digital downloads. But, in today's world, you don't have to know the music. We see the entertainers every goddamn day.
Exactly.
And we're like, I'm tired of him. Maybe I want to see more of her. So it's really a different wave, a different vibe. But from what I can see, he's always into something. With regards to the person who was killed in 2019 in the Walmart, you're saying that person was shot in the back?
Exactly. Yeah. So.
Well, he beat it. He beat the charge. How did he beat the charge?
He did.
No, how did he beat it? I'm asking you, how did he beat that?
I don't know. I don't even know. I mean, I guess because, you know what I'm saying, like, the dude at first, you know what I'm saying, like, I guess the way he put it out was like that, that he was him, and it was another dude too, you know what I'm saying, like they was trying to rob him or whatever. But at the end of the day, when his family came out, you know what I'm saying, because I caught the story like later on, but when his family came out and they was talking, I was like, he shot him in the back. You know what I'm saying? So it's exactly true what you said, you know what I'm saying? Like, at first, you know what I'm saying, I did used to rap with him, you know what I'm saying? I like his music and everything, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that, like, that his bars is whack or whatever, but once you start to see how people act, you know what I'm saying, that kind of turned me. I'm speaking for myself, you know what I'm saying? Once I see how somebody really is, I'm like, nah. he do the most.
How old is DaBaby, if I can cut in for a second? How old is he?
Let me see. Alexa, how old is DaBaby?
DaBaby is 30 years old.
Yeah, he's 30.
Okay. And you're 41, you just said, and you listen to a 30-year-old rapper. Yes?
Honey, I listen.
I'm just asking. Hello?
I'm just a musical type person, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just because I listen. Yeah.
I'm just asking. Okay. All right, well, listen, I appreciate the call, and next time you're calling, you get that smoke detector fixed in the background. I hear it chirping and chirping.
Listen, you always got something to say to me all the time. I'm the one that told you, you know what I'm saying, about your cousin, Queen of Fool, being a plug, like, why you go get that vaccine? You know what I'm saying? You always talk junk to me, but either way, it don't matter. I still love you anyway.
Well, I appreciate you, baby. You have a good weekend. Take care now.
All right, you too, babe.
Okay, all right. She fuck with DaBaby. Okay. Kid London, I got your donation. Kid London says, request recent broadcast shows made into private. Kid London, thank you for your donation. Listen, man, again, I don't own YouTube. When we get a notification about some type of possible copyright, we put it on private fast. I don't argue with YouTube. And that little piece has to be edited. The file then has to re-render. It's re-rendering now. It'll probably be back up public tomorrow. It's number one. Number two, every show I do is not going to be left up for public. So, again, I appreciate your donation, but I don't do Oh, you send a donation, here's the link. Nah, I don't want to do that, man. Just some shows are throwaways, just you talk reckless, and then you got to get it the fuck up off of, get it out of your dashboard. But yesterday's show will be back up after we take out some little piece. Somebody had some music playing in the fucking background when they called in, and the algorithm caught it. That's what it is, man. That's what it is, all right? Big Nigga 22 checking in.
Am I lying?
Am I lying? Yo, send me an email. Driving for Uber Eats or, what is it? What's the other one? What did I say? Uber Eats? DoorDash. Great jobs. And salute to that person for getting a fucking job, finally. Just always kind of clown somebody. But, the video I saw with him, shit like that. Jesus. You see, that's what concerns me about anybody bringing me my goddamn food. Now, I know you're saying, well, they can do that in the restaurant as well. Yes. But I just, I'm not with that shit with the car, man, Somebody sneezing, farting in the goddamn car, and all that fecal matter and all that shit goes into your food. Fuck out of here. 626. Okay, you got something going on in the background. You got to fix that. Okay, he's doing too much. He or she, whoever that was, okay? Wait a minute. 914, is that my nigga Craig. I see you, Craig. Give Craig a second to pick it up. Looks like Craig's number. Yes, no, maybe. Craig, is that you? 914. Okay, Craig, I got to keep it pushing, man. Let me send him an email. I'm on the line. Okay, Craig, I got to keep it going, man. I'll come back, okay? Let's go to area code 440. Good evening. DaBaby ripping shots. And we're also talking about doom scrolling. Are you up to speed? 440. 440. Good evening.
What's going on, big nigga?
Hey, man, talking about these topics. You chiming in?
We on some dumb shit tonight, big nigga?
Well, we're talking about the topics first, sir. Would you care to address the topics?
Topics. All right. Let's talk DaBaby. I'm a Second Amendment, proponent. Definitely believe in it. If he shot a motherfucker at his house.
How about we just shift gears for a second? I'm in a good place. Let me just say that. I took a nice nap today. I just was speaking about the algorithm, and last night's broadcast, we had to put it on private to do an edit because of language and a content ID. So please do not call in just, spitting profanity within the first 15 seconds of your commentary. YouTube is cracking down. They always do. You've always heard Star talk about the algorithm for years. I got an email like many of you did last week. They are now demonetizing platforms if you are talking negative about Ukraine. Troll babies, are you up to speed? Are you up to speed? You talk crazy about Ukraine, your platform gets demonetized. Do not call this platform trying to keep it real. Flamethrower tapping in. He says, caller doesn't have a man to change her smoke detector battery. Dutty honor caffeine. 2A and Castle Doctrine all day. Okay. Second Amendment he's referring to. Dark Americans only respect weapons when it's illegal. We need to know laws and carry legally and defend legally. I agree. Something else I want to mention here, since my mind is rolling. I had some other things printed out we'll get to Sunday. Which countries have the highest IQs? Someone please remind me to talk about a video I saw with Ben Shapiro, who I fuck with, and some black guy, a younger black guy, got up and he said, "You don't get any pussy, bro." It was like the stupidest, cringeworthy clip I saw. Just he looks stupid. The guy who got up and supposedly had something to ask Ben Shapiro. We might get back to that later, okay? Okay, that's an email from a lawyer. I'll get back to him. It's Monday, okay. Thank you for tapping in. Is it Mika or Misia? Hi, Misia. Okay, she sent a donation talking about my mannequin. Okay, if you didn't catch what I said yesterday, I got the idea. Well, it's a combination of a classic film with Charlton Heston called The Omega Man. I forget, 1970, 71, I forget. And he was talking to a mannequin as he was playing chess, and he was fighting off the zombies. Come, shooting them outside of his, off of his balcony. And again, because I am such a sci-fi reader, lover, and I've been talking about synthetic life forms for decades, it only makes sense. Now, I do talk to myself every morning. Many people do. You might find it to be crazy, and that's cool. But bitch, right here, I'm going to put her on my kitchen. I have an island, a kitchen island. Put her right on the island, so when I'm sipping my coffee or my tea in the morning, you know, she's right there. I can talk to her. Now, here's what you should be concerned about, if concerned at all. Does she talk back to me? No. If she spoke back to me in my mind, then there would be an issue. But no, she doesn't speak back, and nor will she, okay? Guys, on the screen, please make sure you check out Our Shedding Light, the Kindle edition. That's one of my sponsors, okay? I'm waiting on my book in the mail, and I will get her on as a guest, the author of that book, pardon me, next week, okay? Linda C. Hey, Linda C. Hey, Star, Queens girl living in a country world. Okay, thank you for tapping in, young lady. Gemstar, I got your donation. Okay. Yeah, I'm not up to speed on anything involving Benzino tonight, guys. Someone sent me an email about Benzino's Facebook page going at Tekashi 6ix9ine. I don't care about Tekashi. I mean, I don't hate the guy. I just don't give a fuck about him, and I don't care to talk about Tekashi, whatever that is that they're going through. Area code 601. Good evening, 601. DaBaby.
How you doing, man?
Ripping shots. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Oh man, he from the South, man. I'm used to it. I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. It's normal to protect your home with the firearms, man. Right. That's nothing new out South, man.
Yeah, well, I mean,
you know,
according to TMZ and other sources, he shot the guy, shot him in the leg. So I mean, not that I'm glorifying shooting people, but, you know, a lot of people carry guns, pull out guns, but shooting someone with the gun that's different. You ever shot anybody?
No, I haven't. I'm glad I haven't either, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Been living a safe life, man. Parents raised me in a good neighborhood.
Salute.
You know.
Yeah.
But I called about the zombie scrolling, man.
Yeah. There's extent. Go ahead.
I just deleted Facebook and Instagram yesterday because they got the little short videos that you can constantly scroll through.
Right.
And I found myself I drive trucks, man. So when I'm parked, I got a lot of free time.
Right.
So I just found myself scrolling for like 2 or 3 hours at a time, and I was like, yo,
Yeah.
I gotta stop, And it's bad when I'm on the phone doing it too, because I'm barely in the conversation. I was talking to one of my lady friends yesterday, and I barely remember what she was talking about. Well, that's kind of normal, but I noticed it when I was scrolling through Instagram, looking at chicks dropping it low while talking to her. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, I can't. This ain't cool.
Yeah.
I was talking to my mother earlier. I'm talking to my mother earlier. I'm looking at random dudes skateboarding and some more chicks dropping it low, and my mom telling me to pay off my student loans. I'm like, yeah. So I was like, nah, I gotta get rid of these. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I commend you because as an older man, and I like being the age that I am. I survived, But I don't want to just do everything that's new. I never did. Oh God, what's that app? It's one of those apps that was very, very popular with the short videos, and then the video disappears after a while. You know what I'm talking about? Snapchat. I never did Snapchat. I just said, what the fuck? That's doing a little too much. I have a TikTok page. I've never posted on TikTok. I don't have time to watch these little quick, quirky, idiotic videos. I know it's popular. I know it's the new wave. I don't want to be sucked into that fucking world. You feel me?
Yes, I understand. Like I said, I just had to delete Facebook and Instagram, recently because I caught myself doing it. And I've been doing it for a couple weeks, and I just really, really noticed. I sit back and reflect on my actions, and I noticed that, and I was like, yeah, I got to cut this out, But it can get very addictive, man. When I saw that title that you had, I was like, yeah, I got to call about that.
Well, let me ask you a question. Addictive is one thing, but did you feel any type of depression? Because the notes that I have here, again, by way of Newport Institute and a few other sources, they're saying it can lead to mental health issues, depression. I mean, there's a lot of studies on this stuff.
Well, I'm not scrolling through things that make me angry. Like I say, if I'm on Instagram, half of the scrolls I'm scrolling through is chicks dropping it low or shaking their chest all up in the screen, and I'm just all up in the screen. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I'm not looking at war or shootings or stuff like that. So I can see if someone takes all of that negative energy in, but I'm looking at stuff I like. You know?
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I appreciate the
But
call.
I had to cut it short, man.
Thank you, man.
Be easy, man.
Thank you. Yes, sir. I think it's safe to say I get annoyed sometimes by scrolling. Anybody get annoyed? Remember that, no disrespect to that female, whoever she is. She's in her 40s. I'm not going to say her name, but I got tired of seeing her in the goddamn mornings when I was scrolling through Instagram looking for news. I forget her name. And it was like, Jesus Christ. I don't want to see your ass every goddamn morning. You're not that special. I forget her name. So to me, doom scrolling can be annoying. So I would agree. It reinforces negative thoughts. Yeah. Guys, holy smokes. Is anybody up to speed? Here's another showrunner. I just want to put this out there. This was crazy. King of New Jersey, are you out there, my nigga? In Elizabeth, New Jersey, troll babies, let's be sensitive. Did anybody see some guy that dumbed out and ran over a woman 3 times? There's video. Slow down, old nigga. There's video footage. Now, she's alive. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Elizabeth, New Jersey, some black woman, some type of road rage incident. He was backing up on a one-way street. Something happened. It was blocked. I'm not laughing, Jesse. I'm trying to get. He backed up. And then she's running. You can see her running. And he runs her over 3 times. King of New Jersey, where are you, my nigga? Somebody tap in. She's okay. She's all right. 914. Is that Craig? 914.
Yeah, what up?
Craig, I was on the line last time. You didn't hear me, right?
Yeah.
How you feel?
Yeah.
Friday night, my nigga. What's going on, Craig?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. Just sitting here talking about zombie scrolling. The poor woman in New Jersey, Elizabeth, who got ran over 3 times. Did you see that video, Craig?
Yes. Yo.
Nigga dumbed out.
Yo, it was just sad.
It was sad.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. Yo, people crazy.
People crazy, yeah.
People,
Now, he was arrested.
fucking
Yeah, he was arrested. Thank God he was arrested, man.
Yeah. He need to go to the dumb shit.
Dumb shit.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Do you care about
Oh,
DaBaby?
no.
Craig, do you care about DaBaby letting off shots on his property? Somebody came on his property, I guess, trying to talk spicy or whatever.
Yo, my nigga. Yo, my nigga, baby gay. I don't vote with gay people.
Okay.
I don't vote with baby. He's gay.
Okay.
Fuck him.
You ever shot anybody, Craig? Not just
No,
not admit to anything, but no?
I don't have to. No. But if I had to, I would.
But now at the same time, you don't really, you don't give a fuck about a bitch, so you wouldn't put yourself in that type of predicament. I've heard you say over the years, I don't give a fuck about a bitch, right?
No, I don't give a fuck about no bitch.
No bitch.
I love myself.
You love yourself, right?
What the fuck a bitch can do for me?
Facts.
Nothing.
Craig just said, what the fuck can a bitch do for me? Nothing. Yeah?
Nothing. Nothing. Give you.
What you got planned for the weekend, Craig? Do anything special?
No.
Playing it safe?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I'm not.
All right.
I don't know.
Well, Craig, good to talk to you as always, my nigga. Love you. Salute. All right?
Love you. Salute.
Yes, sir. Take care, Craig.
Forever.
Forever. My nigga. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Craig tapping in. See, I let Craig talk crazy because the algorithm doesn't really catch his voice, Alexa doesn't know what to make. Well, it's not Alexa, but it's a different version of Alexa, a much more advanced audio algorithm that Google has, right? Whew. A lot of shit on my desk. Hold on a second, guys. Songsthatwork.info, one of my sponsors. Let me see if I can get them on the screen right now. I'll handle a little business. And folks, if you're new to this show, I do live reads, custom marketing, promotion, advertising. You can go into the community section and see the numbers for last month. And if you're interested in advertising, we will send you a full marketing deck, okay? But on the screen right now, www.songsthatwork.info, the latest money-earning opportunities for your music in real time. Email contacts for these opportunities. Email pitch templates and subject lines that get your emails opened, okay? Instructions on how to create sounds, packs, and NFTs and other digital items you can sell outright, okay? Please check them out. Tell them I sent you, okay? Songsthatwork.info. Sit tight, guys. I'm coming to the phone. Also, Gaia's Garden. Where is Gaia's Garden? Okay, I got to come back to them. Gaia's Garden, all natural products, GMO-free, chemical-free, handmade by Shu. Okay, they've got the VID protection plan, and they've got CMOS gel and other things. Okay, GUYASgarden.com. Please visit them, all right? Let's go to area code 631. Hey, 631, you got to turn that down in the background. 631. 631. Can't hear you, sir. Can't hear you. And I got to keep it pushing. Doing too much. Doing too much. Who's calling from 310? Good evening, 310, talking about DaBaby. Pow!
Yo, what up, Star?
Hey, what's up, man?
It's the Gooch out of Oakland, so don't let the 310 fool you. But yeah, man, DaBaby, man. I don't know. I think that one chick who called saying that's just living proof right there that you, no matter what you do, they're gonna talk about you and say you ain't real. What more you got to do?
Right.
I mean, I seen a picture of a dude he clapped at Walmart. Dude tried to walk up on him in flip flops and dread and pull out with his daughter and his baby mom right there, and he did what he had to do.
Okay.
And then he hopped on Instagram and was like, "Yeah, my lawyer's telling me I shouldn't say this and that." He's like, "I got nothing to worry about because I didn't do shit wrong." You know what I mean? So he handled that.
Right.
And and she's over there talking about his security. Oh, they did that at the bowling alley. So what, they did their job? Dude probably got 100 on his wrist. He's supposed to get his hands dirty,
right?
Mopping up this dude. You know what I mean? No, they're doing their job. At that point, what they there for? You know? Right. So yeah, no. And I mean, and as far as shooting,
now, hang on a second. You're from Oakland, California. Oakland.
Yep.
Isn't there a black woman that was shot at 30 times by a cop out there recently? A week ago.
It's so much out here just to land the Oscar Grant and all of that. That one I'm not privy to though. So I don't.
Well, hang on a second. Can you come closer to the phone because?
Oh yeah.
Dana and I were talking about that story earlier. Hold on a second. Let me Google this. I was curious, but if you haven't heard about it, let me see. Oakland.
I haven't heard about it. No, I think you're the only piece of media I've consumed today. So.
Hold on.
Yeah. If it happened today, yeah, I've been kind of offline.
Black woman, she was shot at.
Okay. By the cops, huh? I mean, I don't know. It seemed like, I don't know if it had to do with COVID. The last few years out here, it seems like unless you're really, really trying to get their attention, they might shine the light on you and tell you to keep it pushing, but they're not really doing a whole lot of like just stop and frisk harassment type stuff. So that's just my take on it. But I mean, I'm kind of in the center of where the action is at, you know, so.
Jesus Christ, I'm looking at a 14-year-old shot in Oakland by the police, a 15-year-old. What the hell is going on out there?
Oh, man, people going crazy, bro.
Last month, you had a 14-year-old boy. He wasn't killed by the police, but damn. What was that very famous case? I forget. The guy was killed on the train. Was that Oakland? You remember?
No, that's why I said this. The Oscar Grant. This is the town of Oscar Grant. So that's what I was saying. Oscar Grant. Yeah. New Year's Eve. Yeah, I mean that was the BART police. Nevertheless, that's the police, but that was like the BART, the subway police, and just doing what police do. Dude, I got a cool verse about that. I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm not gonna bar you down with that. But yeah, man.
Well, hang on a second. It's Friday. You got some bars, as long as it's not like
well, you reminded me with
as long as it's not profanity laced. If it's not profanity laced,
it's probably a word or two in there. Yeah. So I don't want to do that to you, man. But I mean, unless you're telling me to, in which case.
Well, I'm asking you to try and censor yourself, but give us the
Censor
bars. Give us the bars. If they're hot.
Right.
Let's go. Come on, if they're hot bars, let's go, nigga.
All right, check this out. All right. Wait. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me close this DaBaby thing out because I don't want to F up the algorithm because I ain't never cheesing up on the bars. So I'm not making no excuses. But no, but I was just saying back to that, man. I mean, yeah, dude is kind of a hothead and all of that. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I don't see how he can be. Hey, bro, have you heard the 911 call where he calls in? That is probably the best piece of comedy I've seen and heard all like the entire 22, bro. DaBaby calling to let him know about dude he shot.
I forget.
If you haven't seen that, man, you have to look at it. Dude's in the background going, ah.
I'm sure I have, but now hang on a second. Before I forget, here it is. California woman fatally shot by police was victim of shocking excessive force. Lawyer says. That was 2 days ago.
All right. Yeah, man. I mean, that it seemed like you open the paper, the Oakland Tribune, it'll always be one or two of them stories, man, unfortunately.
My bad. This was Stockton, not at Oakland, Stockton.
Oh, that's about an hour away.
Yeah. Pardon me. It wasn't Oakland.
They come out over there, too. But, yeah, man, I'll get to this verse real quick. I don't want to keep you,
Let's
man.
Go,
but if it's still open. All right. Punk-ass bitches only good for writing tickets. Always effing with you when you're trying to mind your business. On your way to work, trying to do the speed limit. Now they all up in your car trying to find some weed in it. It happened to a friend of mine that caught him a case. They shot Oscar in his back, said they thought it was mace. It happens all over the map. It's not just the Bay. And if I ever see Meserly, he'll get socked in the face. And when they giving chase, what the F you going to do? These cops are going to do whatever they want to do. And when it come to rules, they make them and break them. And when they roll up on patrol, you smell the fragrance of bacon. Real crimes, what they staying away from. You catch them playing it safe by palatial estates to sit on top of the hill. That's where these cops like to chill while people getting killed straight pop like a pill. And that's real.
Okay.
Yeah. Little Oscar Grant shout in there. That's why I threw it in, man.
I heard some Del the Funky Homo Sapien in there.
I mess with Dell, but you say I remind you of Dell. That's wild.
The cadence.
I feel it. I got a track with Dell, man, on like a couple years old. Matter of fact, I'm not over here trying to promote myself, but yeah, that's funny you say that.
Is he still with it? Because he was very, very ahead of his times. He's still spitting bars. What's he doing now? Do you know?
Yeah. I mean, he caught a lot of. He caught like a second. I mean, that's Cube's cousin. Yeah. So when he came out in like '91, even before he started Hyro and all that, he came out writing for like Yo-Yo and the Lynch Mob, and but he was on his more hippie type stuff. So he branched out. But yeah, he kind of got a revival with that the Gorillas, that rock group. Mm-hmm. He had that big hit. Their biggest hit was with him. So he kind of like, rode that little momentum into 2000. So he's still active, man. Yeah, okay, I mean, we got something from 2 years ago.
Okay. Well, hey, man, I appreciate the call. Have a good evening. Thank you.
Good looking out, man.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Okay. All right. I did a lot of traveling. For those who don't know, early 90s, I was national director at Virgin Records, so I spent time in the Bay. I even went out there to Vallejo and different places. I traveled through California pretty extensively. Montana, the South. So here's the story. If I can just go left for a second. California grandmother, was fatally shot by authorities, accused police of excessive force Wednesday, saying that even though she backed her car into law enforcement, she was unarmed and never threatened officers. She was only 54. Wow. Fired 30 shots into her car. Okay, this was February the 2nd, according to body cam video footage released April the 7th. Damn. Hold on, folks. There's my PayPal information on the screen if you don't have Cash App and you want to contribute to the show, okay? Devious J, please check out Devious J. He's one of my sponsors as well. Good guy. There's his YouTube link. Let's go to area code 919. Good evening, 919. Talking about a few topics. DaBaby, do you give a damn? Shooting people again.
Yo, what's up, Star?
Yes, sir. Good evening. Good evening.
Yo, I had to call in based off the strength of the first caller, man. He was from 919 too, so
Okay.
Gotta represent.
Okay.
I just want to touch on the DaBaby topic. I don't know why they keep trying him, man. He got a track record. He got a track record since day one.
Seems to be about that action.
About that action, man. Simple and plain. He's throwing hands and he's known to let it off, like you said.
Is there a bag on his head? Now, this is rap music. Is there somebody somewhere claiming they didn't get paid? Something. Niggas gonna run down.
No, it's not that deep, man. Like, when you know North Carolina, like, essentially we're a stand your ground state.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you hopping fences and trespassing. I mean, it happened to me years ago. I hopped a fence and I had one pulled out on me. I ran. Luckily, nothing happened. I ran. You know, I'm good. So I'm speaking to you now. But you can't be out here hopping fences.
Well, how do you know it's not that serious? I'm just asking because we've seen so many people get shot and killed by way of rap music. Young Dolph, a couple of other guys. Who was it? Snooty Wild, shot. All sorts of shit. Mo 3. Rap music's dangerous, man. You a rapper? You a rapper by any chance?
Yeah, I am. As a matter of fact, I called in back in August and I was on the freestyle contest. Did you win? Nah, but you gave me an 8 out of 10 on my verse, and I was like, I thought you should have gave it to me.
Okay, well, maybe if your bars improve and you start, getting some traction out here, maybe you'll then become a target. Sadly, that's how you gauge. If you're really lit, if niggas want to push your wig back. Yes, no?
Right. Well, I mean, nowadays, particularly rap music is so saturated, and so sadly, these kids, they think that's the way to go. We just rapping about whatever, but as soon as someone tests you, I mean, they're testing you to see if you're really about that life. And my music, I don't pretend to be no one I'm not. So, it's just...
You say you jumped a fence. Can you tell us why? Were you jumping a fence over a bitch, or you wanted to test somebody? Why'd you jump somebody's fence?
Come again? I didn't hear you.
You said you jumped over a fence or something like that, didn't you?
Yeah, man. I was like 18, 19. We were at a party. Cops got called. We were scurrying off, had to hop some fences. One of the neighbors pulled one out. Like, I mean...
Oh, so you were running for your life. You weren't like trying to go rob nobody. You were Running.
Nah, I was running for my life.
Okay.
What you mean?
You ever shot anybody?
Nah, no, but I'm all.
Why not? Why
I
not?
got my concealed carry. I go nowhere without it.
On some bullshit. Why haven't you shot anybody? You're a rapper. Sounds like you ain't got no. Sounds like you ain't got no street cred.
I've never been in a situation where. I've never been in that situation where I had to defend my life.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in plenty of situations where I had to put up my hands, but I've never had to pull it out. Now, I've had one pulled out on me, but I've never had to pull one out.
Give us some bars. I want to hear what you're talking about. I forget from the freestyle show. Give us some bars. Give us some hot shit. Some hot
All right, let's
shit.
go.
Let's go.
Yo, see, weathering me, that couldn't be forecasted. The past, so drastic, having to grow past it. What happened was so tragic. My life story, spells the flow casted. Won't let them say that Jay just procrastinated and never fought for the dream. Rap money exec, made back bought with his cream. Cuban link, hang from the neck, salt for the beam of light shining from diamonds. The sun brought it some gleam. Maybe the dream not as far as off as it seemed. Fucking sick of these work clothes tearing off from the scene. I'm so tired, like what they try to say about LeBron. Everywhere he go, he's exhausting his team. Bullshit, the king's power is near. Drink chance, give me my flowers while I'm here. This J Skills and you can't resist. They say joy without pain just can't exist. But somehow, some way, I knew I'd get here one day. Ever since junior high, I rhyme book by my lunch tray. I used to think subject matter was gunplay, not the lyrics I want to.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump in. I appreciate you, giving us those bars. I don't know who am I to say whether you can make it or not. I mean, I think I may have been generous giving you an 8. You said I gave you an 8.
Yeah, on the verse I did.
Yeah,
I think you gave me an 8 out of 10.
Yeah. I wish you the best, man. If you clap anybody, call back. Maybe you get a 10 next time.
Yeah, man. Matter of fact, if I can I promote my IG?
Send it a donation, then we'll do all that. All right. Thank you, man. Thank you. It's like a delayed effect going on with him, right? Kind of like dragging and lagging. Folks, on the screen is my information for advertising. You need to see the numbers behind the scenes, the analytics. DaBaby probably came out inside and said, What the fuck? Who are you? Boom! And then call the police. Yeah, can you come over here? Somebody got shot on my property. I don't know who it is. Blade says a leg shot ? Center mass all day, every day. Well, maybe DaBaby just wanted to send a message, to whoever, however. Bow, hit that guy in his leg, so he can go back and tell whoever sent him, if anybody sent him. Come around here with the bullshit again. We coming out clapping. Where's Ollie T? 631. I don't see you, Ollie T. I picked up a 631 earlier. Was that you, Ollie T? You didn't pick up. Okay, I spoke to Craig. Hold on. Blade says, I'm respecting the algorithm and your show tonight, but I still have to say F you for stunting on us by posting that Reasonable Doubt platinum plaque. Your former coke dealer came through for you. No, that's what a Buck Wild got that from Hot 97. It's authentic. You can see the RIAA hologram. Yep. I'll take a disc, or I'll give a discount if somebody really wants it, Okay. Somebody says, my bad, he was doing something when he... Okay. Blade also sends a donation. Yeah, Zach Lee sent me a link, Blade, with regards to the people running down the gangs in Beverly Hills. Shit's getting out of hand out there, huh? Designer handbags, watches, 221 follow home robberies in just 4 months. Damn. It's kind of crazy. Let's go to area code 407. Good evening, 407. DaBaby and other
Good
topics.
evening, sir.
Good evening, how are you?
I'm doing well. They say it ain't where you from, it's where you at, right?
Okay.
Let's keep it a whole buck here. DaBaby from Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
But he repping North Carolina. I think it's funny how everybody, who's born in Cleveland, they don't ever really want to embrace their roots. They move off somewhere else. They go trying to say F Cleveland, and don't want to raise them and big them up, So I find that disrespectful. As far as
does DaBaby rep Cleveland, or is it other people claiming him because he's North Carolina?
He reps North Carolina, and I could imagine, he probably was just born in Cleveland and probably raised in North Carolina. You would think that you give Cleveland a little bit of shine, the place that birthed you.
Was he born in a shithole, sir? Everybody doesn't want to glorify a shithole. Where was he born in Cleveland? I have no idea.
I mean, I don't know exactly where, but I mean, if you were born in Cleveland, I mean, Cleveland's a big place, just like any other city. So, who's to say? I don't know.
Right.
I mean, I'm 38.
Okay. So you want to talk about the other topic? Is zombie scrolling bad for your health?
Zombie scrolling.
How about we get him out of here? It just sounds like, I don't know. Huh? You're not even sure where he's born, but you're talking about he should rep Cleveland or people should. KB, I don't see you in the queue, 206. If you're in the queue, then, email me and say I'm in the queue. Your email came in at 11:13. It is now 11:19. Yeah, Blade, the YouTube guidelines have gotten tighter, and rightfully so. And we've had conversations on this platform here going back many years with regards to what do we say? Is blocking people now necessary? Is blocking people now necessary? You've heard me mention that before, Blade, because now Google and YouTube are so different. It can bring damage to your platform if you just let a bunch of reckless trolls comment, say stupid stuff, and they're coming from other platforms that are not business platforms. So sometimes we have to get people out of here who are just, they don't show their faces in the AVI. They're trolls from other platforms. Not that I give a goddamn about what you're saying, but if you're on another platform that is not, playing by the rules, or they don't care about the guidelines, we don't want you here. Again, I don't care what you say. Nothing bothers me. Nothing offends me. But it's business now. So much to the point where, again, as I said earlier, they are demonetizing platforms if you talk reckless about Ukraine. It's more business now than ever before. Dutty Honor Caffeine, I got your donation. Zombie scrolling is bad. However, the algorithm is a reflection of what you gravitate to. If you are awful, you'll just awful content. It's a mirror more than anything. I disagree, sir. I disagree. You can put forth great content. You can tag it properly. You can have your description where there's no profanity in there. that audio algorithm is super, super sensitive. I've been doing this for a lot of years. It's very, very sensitive, the audio algorithm. And it can land you in a high-risk category. That's why you always hear me tell people, watch your mouth, slow down, this is not my platform, so on and so forth, right? Okay, someone's sending me a business email. I'll get back to you. Let's go to area code 209. No, I'm sorry. 631. 631, good evening. 631.
What's good, Star?
Hey.
Ali. What's good? Ali Tillman checking. What's
Hey,
good?
what's up, man? How are you? I get your email. What's cracking, homie?
Ain't shit. Chilling here.
You got to watch the language. You cannot do that early in the conversation. I just finished talking about the algorithm.
What I said?
He doesn't even know what he's saying. Hold on a second. Okay, I don't know. Whoever you are, I don't have time to read a paragraph if you do not donate to this show. Something about love you, Star, but I've never seen you send it a donation here. Streets got no love. Please miss me with that, okay? Miss me with that love you nonsense. Guys, on the screen, Devious J. Please go check him out. Tell him I sent you. In the meantime, let's go to area code 443. Friday night, you got to watch the language. 443. Good evening, good evening, good evening. 443.
Yo.
Yo, good evening. Let's go to 313. Good evening, 313. You there? We're talking about a few topics. Zombie scrolling. Are you up to speed?
Yo, what up, OG?
Hey, what's up, man? How are you?
KC from the D by way of Lansing, Michigan. What's going on?
What's up, man? How are you?
Good, man. Long time listener, first time caller, man.
Thank you.
I saw the topics. I just wanted to chime in real quick.
Go ahead, please.
So DaBaby, right? I wanted to talk about that because I was looking at it from a few different perspectives. One, I had this argument with my friend on whether or not he should have, and I hate to say this, whether or not he should have killed the man. I was advocating with the side that he should have took him out for the simple fact you don't know if he's gonna come back for revenge. You don't know what he was on in the first place of going there. So I'm like, I would have took him out. I don't know how he's gonna approach coming back now that he's alive.
Let's slow that conversation down seriously because I don't know the details. We don't want to be promoting murder.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but I mean, on the other side, like I said, he even said he went on his Instagram and said he decided not to take a man's life today, and he felt good. So I can respect that. That's the other perspective that I want to step on. Like,
okay.
I can understand that. But then we want to talk about the fact, why is he one of the only people in the industry that's consistently being approached by people that's trying to take his life or something? You see what I'm saying? Like, is it something in his past that's catching up with him? Or is it how he's presenting himself to the world that has people mad? I don't know. But I'm not hearing this story about
energy, karma,
2 Chainz or anybody else. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
so I mean that was my question. We was just trying to figure out what is it with DaBaby specifically that got people wanting to approach him and test him like that.
You mentioned 2 Chainz, yes?
Yeah, just throwing a name out there, but yeah.
Hold on a second. 2 Chainz was robbed in broad daylight. You know that, San Francisco?
You know what? I do recall that happening now that you mention it. That's a great example to bring that up. I don't see it happening as often. Maybe I don't hear about it as often, but I don't hear about too many rappers being...
Well, hang on a second. Stay with me. 2 Chainz robbed at gunpoint, 2013, broad daylight. That was either in San Francisco. You had a guy that came across the street, I think it was at 357, made 2 Chainz and his whole team lay down.
I do remember
You got
that.
an echo in the background, sir. Can you make some adjustments so we can continue our conversation? You got an echo in the background. The guy came out.
My bad.
Broad daylight made him get.
Gotcha.
Made him get down. I forget if he took the money, jewelry. I forget. But you said you don't see this happening to 2 Chainz. Yeah, he was gotten. He was gotten. So maybe he gave up what he had. Maybe he complied. Maybe he gave up something behind the scenes. I don't know. I mean, maybe DaBaby's just not with the nonsense.
There's some truth to that, and that's what we were thinking. Like, DaBaby just one of them rappers that ain't about it. And we were talking about him having parallels to Tupac and his story just being very controversial. I didn't want to make those parallels and comparisons, but that was the conversation that we were leaning toward. As far as his music, I definitely can't compare it to Pac as a Pac fan, but the controversy is kind of lining up. That's what I want to speak on in that regard. But stepping out of the subject.
Well, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Tupac and DaBaby. What are the parallels? I mean, I get so tired of people. I get so tired of people thinking because something involving gunplay, that's the new Tupac. Troy Ave got shot, and he's new Pac. This one got shot. He's the new Tupac. What are the parallels? Tupac was a poet. He was an actor. He was a brilliant young guy for his age. You know, what are the parallels? I'm confused. Tupac and DaBaby.
It was only in the sense of the controversy and his name being brought up in the news. Like I said, I don't agree with it in the sense of his artistry or what he's contributed to hip hop or the world in general. It was just in the sense that his name is consistently being brought up in the news with some type of controversy or death or shooting.
Gotcha. Okay. You want to finish up on the other topic?
Yeah, I did, but I also want to chop with you about consulting too. I want to, I know we want to step off the air with that too, but how do I get started? I just send you an email because I want to get consulting with my YouTube page.
If I can help you, send an email, and we have to have a conversation. Got to talk. It can't just be emails. If you're serious about this, then, there are things that you have to do. You have to exclude certain people. You have to crack down.
Right.
You have to crack down.
Gotcha.
Damn who thinks, you ain't keeping it real. You a sellout. Those people can do nothing for you. Absolutely nothing.
And I've started to shift how I do my YouTube page. I work in radio, and I'm shifting over to YouTube now, man. I'm trying to step out of this radio and bring everything to YouTube. So I kind of been watching you and taking notes from you. If you look at my page, it's very similar, but it's just my different style. So, yeah, I definitely want to talk to you about that. I'll shoot you that email.
Sounds good, man. Good to hear from you.
Hey, can I promote it real quick? The channel is Team Elite 313. My show is Kick It with KCMC.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
Thank you, man. Salute. Yes, sir. Okay.
All right. Good luck.
Okay. All right. SEFA Star, you need a female version of yourself. Since you are so in love with yourself. Also, African Patrick has got his wig pushed back with no shoes on. There is no female version of me. That's the absolute wrong thing to even look for or suggest. There's no female version of me. It doesn't make sense, but thank you for your donation. Maurizio. Yeah, I'll send you the link. Listen, having a Uber Eats job or a DoorDash, it's commendable, respectable. That's a booming industry. But the person I was talking about was like, wiping his nose, coughing in his hands, clowning people on social media, turning the camera off, but we can still hear him with the bag going to make the delivery, pushing the button. Yo, I'm here. Yo, Star, chill, Star. It's a good thing he got a job, for God's sakes. 1 minute he's going back to work with Jay-Z. Oh, my God. Thank you for your donation. All right, folks, it's been real. It's getting a little late. I got to get up tomorrow morning. I might be going to a convention here in the Atlanta metro area tomorrow. I'm not sure. Okay, and okay, hold a second. That's something that has nothing to do with nothing. Guys, please check out my sponsors. Tell them I sent you. Let me line some of them up here so I can get them on the screen. And I never got the call back from KB. KB, you have to hit me early, homie, and tell me when you're going to be in that line. I'll keep you guys posted about tomorrow. I'm not sure. Well, you saw my girl already. She's just my girlfriend in the house in the mornings when I'm sipping my coffee. Got to get her some type of top. Have a good night. Take care, folks. Be safe. And I'll see you later.